Jonathan Gavoni of DraftExpress.com. We're here in Portland, Oregon at the Nike Hoop Summit with Chase Jeter going to Duke. Chase, big game tomorrow. Just finished a long week of practices. How you feeling?
Feeling pretty good. You know, we got a good group here with these guys. You know, got a lot of guys who won a gold medal on this team here. So going into this game, we already know what to expect from the world team. So we're just out here competing with each other, and we're ready to go at this world team. What's your role going to be on this squad? You know, just be an important role as running the floor. You know, rebounding on both ends, being able to score in the low post and score off offensive rebounds, and just be assertive on both ends.
What do you know about the world team?
They got good players and Skal, Ben, and Czech. So. You know, we're looking to go at those guys. You know, we've seen all those guys and played against them before. So this is kind of a last hurrah, you know, and another chance for us to represent our country.
How is this different than McDonald's last week?
McDonald's was a great experience. Here, we're more focused on team-based things. You know, we got structure within our practices. So, you know, we got, you know, running sets, and we're running designated plays and press breaks and offenses and defenses. So, you know, we've got good structure here, and, you know, it's a good setting.
How do you feel everybody's buying in? Like the ball was really moving today. Everybody was a lot of open shots. How do you sacrifice a little bit from, you know, maybe your individual stats to try and help the team out?
You know, it's really easy to buy into playing for your country. So, you know, when we go out there, the only thing we're worried about is the 3 letters across our chest. So, you know, we're just out here, and you know, it's easy to give up and then sacrifice for your country. So, you know, any role that we're asked to fill, you know, we fill that role.
On an individual note, what can you tell me about the season you just had?
Coming off a great season, you know, just won a 4th state championship for our school. You know, ended on a real strong note, won Gatorade Player of the Year. So coming off a big senior season, and you know, that was really good for my team and I. So you know, feeling real good about my senior year.
It seems like every time I see you, you're a little bit bigger, a little bit stronger, playing more physical. Is that something that you're working on? Have you been in the weight room trying to get ready for college?
Most definitely, man. You know, once the April showcases and the Hoop Summit's over, you know, really getting in that weight room. I've been in the weight room 5 days a week up until McDonald's. You know, just getting my body right before I get to school, so I'm not, you know, just starting from point A. When I get there, I'm already a little ahead of the game. So definitely been lifting, you know, dieting, taking care of all my nutrition. So I've been doing a good job with that.
It already sounds like after a really great season, Duke's going to be losing a lot next year, especially inside. We've already heard Winslow and Okafor. What does that mean for you, and how do you see your role, you know, and how do you envision your role next year?
You know, looking to fill a big role. I knew from the second I committed that it was going to be a challenge. So, you know, that's why I chose Duke. So going into that setting and being able to fill a big role is it's a perfect setting for me, you know, because I'm always willing to accept the challenge and go in there, and then I want to be a guy who can, you know, be a force right away. So, you know, once I get there, I'm definitely going to focus on getting in that weight room and eating right and getting my body right so I can battle in the ACC.
I've seen you play both on the perimeter and on the inside, at the 4, at the 5, in different settings. Where do you feel more comfortable, and where do you see yourself long term?
Long term, for my body type, most likely a 4. I'm comfortable playing both because I played 5 all my life. So being able to stretch out that perimeter creates matchup issues for defenders. So, you know, being able to do that will help most definitely in college. But in college, depending on how coach wants me to play, you know, I'm ready to assume whatever role.
What was it like for you the past 5-6 weeks watching the NCAA tournament, the amazing run that Duke was on? Where did you watch the games, and what were some of the emotions that you were going through?
Most of the time just watching the games at home with my family. You know, being able to see those guys and how hard they play come tournament time. You know, guys like Justice and Jaleel and Tyus and Grayson and all those Duke guys, you know, they just, it gets you ready, motivated. It's almost inspirational, to see those guys win a national championship and just see the passion and pride those guys have, and makes you feel like you're a part of something special and going into something special.
Is it going to be a lot of pressure going into next year as a defending national champions?
Most definitely. I mean, Duke in itself, everybody's going to give their best game against Duke. So, going in there, like I said, I want to, assume a big role and be a force from the start. So being able to defend that national championship is going to be big for us, especially with the guys leaving, and Jalil and Justice. And then, we'll see next year if Tyus returns. So we're definitely looking forward to defending that national championship. But, also we just have to be ready.
What are some of the things that former Duke players or current Duke players have told you about playing for Coach K? What he's like, the ups and downs?
Most guys, I talked to Ja, I talked to Justice, Tyus. I'm close with those guys. So, what they tell me, they just give him their all. And when they're out there, they just play as hard as they can, and you can see it on the floor. It translates definitely into the games. So, seeing that pride and passion that they have for Coach, and the respect and trust, it makes me feel real comfortable going into that situation, being able to play for such a great coach, and being able to, have that Duke, be able to represent the Duke brand.
If you're an NBA GM, who do you take, Towns or Okafor?
Okafor. He produced all season. I say drafting based off potential. I'd rather draft off production. So the way Jalil produced this year and how efficient he was from the field, I'd take Jalil.
Great stuff, man. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Best of luck.